descend, I don't use the 3 identical scale idea. I do it differently because I always like to make sure I hit an adjacent string with a downstroke, especially when I'm descending. It's just easier for me. But an easy way to think about the descending version of this is think 4 notes on every string except the high E string will only be 3 and the G string will be 2. So let me just run you through that once. You will have ended with an upstroke on the note A. So to descend, you play out of this shape right here and then play 4 notes on the B string. So you've only got 3 on the high E string, A, G, and F, and then 4 on the B string, E, D, C, and B. Then only 2 notes on the G string, A and G, and 4 notes on every other string. Let me just play the descending scale slow once. I'm always going to the next string with a downstroke. So I ended with an upstroke, and I can just continue the same thing using the identical shape idea going up and the hitting adjacent strings with downstrokes for the descending. Using that same idea for a harmonic minor scale can be really useful. Again, stay in A minor. We'll start on the G sharp, or the 7, and we play 4 notes, G sharp, A, B, and C, and then D, E, and F, and just do the same thing in octaves, again. And descending will be exactly the same thing. You'll have 3 notes on the high E string, 2 notes on the G string, and 4 notes on every other string. So let me just run that through real slow. Descending has a couple of weird shapes, and let me just run through it real quick.
Excuse me, I'm terribly sorry. I know you're busy and everything. I was just walking by the hallway and I heard the way you were going so fast on it. That's truly amazing. Well, listen, I know you're busy. Why not? I'll talk to you just a little bit.
Alrighty. You start with, you want to start on the
note? Just one more thing, sir. Does that come in that color, or
I'm in the middle of the video right now. I'm doing
you're right. When you're right, you're right. I'll listen. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. I'm starting on the note F, and basically I'm going to pull off to E. And
keep it up. It's fantastic.
You'll have 3 notes on the high E string, like I said. You'll have F, E, and D. And you should have ended with an upstroke with the ascending scale, so the D will be an upstroke on the way down. You have 4 notes on the B string, C, B, A, and G sharp. You have 2 notes, again, on the G string, F and E. D, C, and B, and A on the D string. And then G sharp, F, and E. That's kind of a weird stretch, but it's no big deal. All the way down to the D. So you're going to have 4 notes, and then 4 notes on the low E string. C, B, A, and G sharp. So descending. And just play it over and over until you can go up and down fast. Another real good warm-up is an exercise I use. It's ascending and descending 4 notes at a time on one string. And it's a real good control exercise for coordinating the left and right hand together. Keep this in A minor too. Start on the note A with a downstroke, and the index finger, you get used to the index finger sliding around. The index finger will slide up to B with an upstroke, and then you just tack on the C and the D, and then you just do that same thing over and over again, staying diatonically in A minor. 1, 2, 3. The beginning of each 4 notes starts with a downstroke. And to descend, use the last note of the ascending scale as the first note of the descending scale. So you should have ended with an upstroke. That'll be the first note of the descending scale. And now the index finger is sliding, but it's playing the 3rd and 4th note. And do the same thing over and over again. That's the toughest part. If you want to continue going up and down, you'll have to slide twice down to the A, because you're descending and ascending real quickly at the same time. So practice all these exercises and get comfortable with them, combine them all together, and practice them in different keys. I'd like to show you some of my favorite licks, some of the licks that I use all the time. And a lot of these won't necessarily be picking every note, so it'll be a little bit something different. One of the licks I use all the time is a lick that ascends and descends 4 notes, but I don't pick every note. I hammer on and then pick the high note. Do this one in A minor. I'll start on the note C and hammer onto the D and hammer onto the E on the B string. I sort of have the 13th fret barred. I'm hitting up on the F. And then I'm picking all the notes coming back down. And what that allows me to do is get a lot more speed that way. I can add a note onto that just by sliding down to the B and then up again. I'll probably pick the B along with all the other notes on the way down. You can do a lot of things with barring. I do a lot of things like that, where I'm barring the high E string and the B string. I do a lot of blues licks that way. Here's another easy kind of lick that sounds kind of cool. I'll do this example in E. This will be like an E blues lick. All you're doing is hitting up on the high E string and down on the B string on the note D and pulling that off to a B, kind of a pentatonic thing. And then you're hitting the note A on the G string. And then you're going back up again. The way I'm picking it is up on the E string and down on the other two. But when I ascend, I'm hitting up on the B string. Let me just play it for you slow enough. Speed it up.